All right, man, let's talk about Cardi B. She says she's not a feminist no more, and changes some stance on relationships. Uh, you'll be surprised how many dudes are married to feminists, and that's usually on the white side of things. Feminism is fairly new to Black women, and some people believe that they're doing the white woman's work, and Black women have taken feminism to the extreme. It's to the point where they like 60% of men are not even having sex or even having kids or having sex or want a real relationship with women anymore. um, and it's really starting to work. The destruction of the Black men and some of the other men, ethnic groups getting caught up into this destruction is starting to work. And like I said before, women are taking this sexual liberation and all this liberation afar. And I was just observing. I went out to eat this weekend. I was at Texas Roadhouse, and I was just observing how all these women say they want dudes at 6 feet. I'm looking at the couples and everything, and most of the guys I seen the girls there with, they were nowhere near 6 feet. They were nowhere near 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? They were nowhere near 6 feet. I say it again. They were nowhere. A lot of them was taller than they significant, their girlfriend or whoever, they wives or fiancés or who they was kicking it with. But I'm just keeping it real. You know, a lot of them women, they wasn't no six. A lot of their husbands. When so a lot of these women on the internet, you gotta understand it's a facade. Now, have I met women say, "Oh, if you wasn't as tall as you, if you wasn't 6 feet, this, I wouldn't even speak to you. I mean, this just, I would have just, we would have just spent some time together, and then that would have been that. I just would never talk to you." Yeah, absolutely. You hear, some women say that. You know, but like I said before, a lot of times, you know, they don't really be standing on their preferences like that, bro. A lot of their preferences be fake. And a lot of this feminist talk, man, they be using dudes too. You know, they be lying about what they want to. That's why I really don't take, especially women say on the internet, for a grain of salt. Cardi B declares she's not a feminist anymore, and she explains her controversial stance on relationships. So, in the video with Wallow yesterday, March 14th, Cardi discussed her saying, "I'm not going to be that type of B that wants a ninja to take care of you and everything." But it's like, all right, you have to pick a balance. You cannot just be a B like that's like, oh, my man take care of me, but what do you do? What are you contributing? You can't be complaining, "Oh, I cook, I clean every day." Like I like it's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. And like I said before, that's just why when you ask women, what they bring to the table, they can't tell you nothing. Cooking and cleaning, like, come on, man. A lot of these dudes was raised by their mothers. They can cook and clean. They can cook and clean. All the money they spending on you, they can hire a cook or they can, hire a maid. That's what you understand. And these women, they don't bring nothing to the table. They don't bring anything. You know what I'm saying? They don't bring a work ethics to the table. They don't bring the ability to research to help you with problems to the table. Or if you want to start this, they can't help you start that. They don't heal. They don't bring non-stressful relationships. They don't know how to hustle. They don't know how to pick up. If you down, they don't kick in like a backup generator and then okay, I can, let me show you how to do this. Let me help you. Oh, you injured. Let me go get this and hold the house down. You know what I'm saying? Or you need a break. Let me hold the house down. Let me do this, that, and the third. No, they want you to work your ass off till you dead so they can take their insurance money, the 401 pension money, and they can live their best life. You know what I'm saying? You can't even ask these women. They didn't got so Black women that got so duped by feminism. You can't even ask them. You know what I'm saying? You can't even ask them to bring you a plate no more. That's too much like slavery. Cooking too much like slavery. Or I don't want to do this. I don't. They lazy, man. I got to say it. The majority of Black women are lazy. I'm not talking about all of them, but majority of them are lazy. Around the house. This is why you go to our crib. Especially if it's an unplanned thing where y'all hanging out and then she feeling you. And that happened to me a few times. And then she like, well, just come over. You come over, the house clean. Gotta respect it, bro. She ain't, she work out. She ain't lazy. But she want to resort to getting tummy tucks and all this other shit and all that type of stuff. Man, that's lazy bitch shit. She don't have no degree of discipline. She can't work out. She can't stack money. She can't stick to the diet. She can't stick to this, that, and the third, whatever it may be. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. They're not bringing discipline. They're not bringing structure. They not even good. A lot of them not even good at motherhood. They're raising their daughters to be hoes and their sons to be simps. But what are they really bringing to the table? Absolutely nothing. They bring in some lazy ass sex. And that's a totally different how they, a lot of women be lazy in the bedroom. Just lay there. So you really ain't losing. The real niggas that's really winning is the dudes that's really just working on themselves and abstaining from that shit, or just, hitting it and doing their thing, hitting it and keeping it moving. See, even niggas that's paying for it really winning in a certain way, because if you paying for it and then you ain't even like getting hooked, you ain't getting hooked on it. It's just, I just need some ass real quick, and that's just is it. Give me some ass and you can leave. I ain't even mad at that at this point. So at the end of the day, it's just to the point where they not bringing nothing to the table. Don't think, they think they just bring their beauty to the table. Then you hang out with them, you feed them long enough, you take care of them long enough, hold it down long enough. Then what you get? Then they get out of shape. Then they get fat. Then they stop wanting to dress up for you. Then they stop wanting to keep themselves up for you and all. As soon as you break up with them, they back on the stroll again. You know what I mean? This shit. So, like I continue to say, man, it's just to the whole point of that is just they not bringing nothing. And they wonder why a lot of these women can't keep a dude. I'm not losing nothing. What am I losing? What am I truly losing? And once dudes figure it out, you ain't losing shit. Now you're liberated. Now you free. Now you can stack your paper. Now you can do all the things you want to do. And that's just the God honest truth. You ain't losing the goddamn thing. She then said, so it's really controversial right now before we go on to speak about her belief that a man and woman relationship should have equal financial responsibility if their incomes is the same. She later continued that what I'm saying, like, I'm not a feminist anymore, because it's like sometimes like y'all bees ain't living in the real world. Y'all not living. She basically was saying a lot of the 50-50, everything should be the same or some type of balance. So women today basically just want you to pay for everything, right? They want you to pay for everything and don't bring nothing to the table. Just think, you just give you some box. At that point, why I shouldn't just go buy the box? Real talk. At that point, why shouldn't I just go buy it and just be done with it? That's what you got to ask yourself at that point. Why should I just go buy it? That's a great question. Because most of these women, most of these women is like, they don't bring nothing. They can't even tell you what they bring to. I am the table. You repeating something that Steve Harvey said. What do you bring? What sacrifices are you making for this relationship? None. And then you got these dudes that say, well, you should, if you want a woman to be feminine, you should pay for everything. And then then you lose everything. You could pay for everything, and then what's she gonna say? See, you could tell dudes is simps or just ain't had no experience. You can pay and grind for everything, right? And real niggas have been through it, and then you get, then it's still not good enough. Then it's still not good enough. Oh man, you just don't have time for me no more. You just don't spend time with me no more. So that's why I went to go hop on another dick because you didn't have time for me no more. And real dudes already know you can't win for losing. So they always gonna find something. So nigga that say, I pay for everything and I do everything for my woman. And then when she take you for all your bread, you find out she playing your dumb ass. And then what? And then what? Then that's when they crash out over a woman. That's when they got to start over. This is when niggas want to go, put their hands on people and do all that other crazy shit. Come on. Then y'all want to they be the main ninjas that be crashing out over these women. You put everything financially, then you don't have no return for it. Women like, I don't need no man, but they living off government, they living off child support. The company that she worked for is ran for by men. The car she riding in was designed and built by men. So at the end of the day, I don't even get caught up in that. Because when these women start 30, 35, 40, and they find out they just spin arounds, they just fetishes in a good time, then they're going to find out. But the whole 50-50 thing is it's whatever worked for you. Lord forbid something happened to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Lord forbid something happened to your husband. Then what? Then what? You got to get out there and get a job. But the stories that we hear on the Kevin Samuels show, and we hear it on some other stories, and you heard people have personal testimonies, um, or testimonies. Just you hear, oh yeah, my husband got sick, I left him, I divorced him, he can do this, that, third for me no more. And it's a wild game. So they ain't even willing to work. They're willing to go find the next dude. So that's why marriage is stupid, because they sit here, these women, especially hoes, they always want to talk. Well, God got a plan for me. She a hoe. She start, well, God gonna do this, and God, nah. Oh, God ain't looking out for you. But nonetheless, when you turn around and so you turn around and you find out what's really going on and was she really there for it, bruh? A lot of niggas, it'd be too late. For a lot of dudes, it literally be too late before you figure out what's going on. It really do. So, but it's whatever financially work for you. So they want you to pay for everything for some box. That's some wild shit. Remember, dude told me I had to work when I used to work that choir. So he said everybody in my household works. Hell yeah, take your as a woman, you should want to have your own money too. Like, I'm about to pay for everything. Why not be by myself? That's what I understand. What if I'm gonna pay for everything? Why not be by myself and do what the hell I want to do and fuck who I want to fuck? That don't make no sense. Especially if she ain't bringing nothing to the table. You ain't gotta pluck a chicken no more. You ain't gotta go milk a cow to make milk no more. You ain't gotta wash the clothes by your hands and hang them up on the clothespins. You know what I'm saying? You got vacuum cleaners, you got ovens, you got crock pots, Instapots. And most of these women don't even want to stoop. Man, like I said before, y'all got it. You know, you be with me, you gonna pay bills. That's just structure. If not, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. We just ain't no match. We ain't no match for each other. Shit, that's fine and dandy with me. You know, but let me know what you girls and guys thinks. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, or aka X, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Amazon Music. Check out my other channels. They both in the link tree. Want to donate? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think. And that's just my opinion on it, man. But feminism is destroying a lot of females' chances at good men. And a lot of men are married to feminists. I mean, think about Sierra talking about, oh, shout out to all the single women. How are you empowering single women and you married? I mean, just think about that for a minute. How is Cardi B as feminist and you married? No wonder why he was cheating on your ass. Peace.